Division, long division, a mathematical procedure movie. Long division consists of 3 basic steps that get repeated: divide, multiply, and find the remainder. Since the 3 steps get repeated, I like to show them in a diagram like this. I'm going to keep the diagram right over here. I like the diagram because it reminds me that once I've found the remainder, I may have to go back and repeat the process again. I'll keep the diagram right over here throughout the movie. Let's look at an example. We're going to take the number 94 and divide it by 7. The first step in long division is to divide. Well, what do I divide? In long division, you separate out each place value to make the problem more manageable. So we're going to first look at the tens, or the 90 from 94. And we will divide the 90, or 9, from 94 by 7. We'll do this digit by digit. I need to think 9 divided by 7 equals what? I'm asking myself how many 7s I can get out of 9. The answer to that is 1. Notice where I put the 1. I placed it directly over the 90 from 94. You really need to keep your place values tidy. Use clean math to avoid mistakes. The next step is to multiply. Well, what do I multiply? I multiply 1 times 7. So I think 1 times 7 equals what? The answer is 7. I'll put that under the 90 from 94. I kept my place value nice and neat. I'm using clean math to avoid mistakes. Step 3. Find the remainder. I do that by subtracting. So I think 9 minus 7 equals what? The answer is 2. So I put the 2 directly under the 9 minus 7. I've finished the division for this place value, the 90 from 94. Next up, the ones place. I haven't done anything with the 4 from 94, which means I need to go ahead and repeat the division process. So, here we go. The first thing I need to do is regroup the 4. I put it next to the 2, which gives me 24. Essentially, 24 is the amount that I have left over to divide. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Repeating the process, I begin by dividing. So I think 24 divided by 7 equals what now? Well, I can use estimation. How many times does 7 go into 24? Or about how many groups can I get out of 24? I think I can get 3 groups out of 24. Now I'm going to go ahead and check that by doing the next step, which is multiply. So I need to multiply 3 times 7 equals what? The product is 21, and I'll place that underneath the 24, which is what I had left to divide. The final step in the process is find the remainder. So I'm going to go ahead and think 24 minus 21 equals what? The answer is 3. Now, I notice I have no more place values to divide, which means I'm almost finished. But I have a 3 that I've gotten as a leftover. Since there are no more place values to divide, I can't bring down the next place value. What I need to do is write an R next to my answer, 13. And then I'll put the 3 next to the R. The answer to 94 divided by 7 is 13, remainder 3. Throughout the process, I kept my place values neatly stacked, perfectly lined up. This is clean math, and it will help you avoid mistakes. I think it's your turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to present another problem. and I'm going to walk you through it. Let's get started. We'll take 76 and divide it by 3. So the first step, if I look at my diagram, is going to be wait a minute. You have to figure out what the first step is. So why don't you pause your movie and go ahead and solve the first step right now. When you're done, click play again and see if your process matches my process. Okay, here we go. I took 70 from 76 and divided by 3. So 7 divided by 3 equals 2. Next step. Oh, you didn't think I was going to give it to you, did you? No siree. You need to try it, and then, when you're done trying it, you can restart the movie and check your work against mine. Alright, what did you do for the next step? I took 2 times 3, and I got 6. I put it right underneath the 7. Alright, second step is done. So here's the third step. No. You show me the third step. Pause your movie now. Alright, let's check your work. What I did was I took 7 minus 6, and I got the answer of 1. Okay, on to the next step. I think you get it by now. Pause your movie, and then replay it after you've done the next step. Alright, here we go. The first thing you need to do, hopefully, and what you did do, is you took the 6 and you rewrote it next to 1 from 7 minus 6, giving you a total of 16. This gives you a whole new division problem. 16 divided by 3. So, let's go ahead and solve that. How many 3's go into 16? Well, I said 5. Next step coming up, right after the pause. You do your job first and then check your work against mine. Alright, I took 5 times 3 and got 15, and I put that under the 16. There's really one last step. Well, maybe 2. Go ahead and pause your movie now, and then check your work when you're done. Okay, here we are. The last step is to subtract 15 from 16. I got the answer of 1. Now, I have no... Thought I was going to explain it, didn't you? Guess not. Go ahead and finish solving the problem all the way, and then check your work against mine again. So I've got my place values all lined up perfectly. I've divided 70 from 76, and I've divided 6 from 76. I have no place values left to divide, and yet I have the 1 sitting there at the bottom of my algorithm. What am I to do with the 1? Well, let's take a look. What I did is I put an R, standing for remainder, next to 25, and then I brought the 1 up next to the R. I found that 76 divided by 3 is equal to 25 remainder 1, and I did it using long division, dividing each digit separately to make it smaller and more manageable. Hopefully, you solved 76 divided by 3 successfully. If not, I would suggest re-watching the second half of this video, or maybe even the whole thing. If you really have questions, go ahead and send me an email. Good luck, and keep working hard.